in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Miami's offense will start this game off with the football. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They'll toss it to the left. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Hurricanes decide to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Spartans offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instinct.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Power football with the run. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go right back to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a man, it's Coffin. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Leaves it with the back. Inside the 45. There he goes. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, running back on the move. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Spartans moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
That's caught. It's Cochran. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to...
Wide open on the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got it in the middle, it's Collier. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to try to return this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Offense gets set for second down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Off the play fake. Here's the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Canes will punt it away on fourth down. He'll try to really get into this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Spartans headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Got nothing last time, now second and goal from the 3. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Trying to barrel in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Michigan State. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Catch in the middle, it's Glass. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. At the 35, he's loose. Lots of running, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Minnesota is ahead right now in Minneapolis, but that's not exactly Bronco Nagurski out there controlling the game. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Washington. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to pass, it's Coffee. They're working that left side. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. Working the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're facing a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Spartans. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Makes the grab. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Using his legs, it's Nichols. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. Makes the grab at the 10. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the...
And and the rush will get to him at the 25. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Coffee. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Oh, it's a fumble. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
The Spartans are in the hurry up. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And his first throw here is incomplete.
No, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Spartans send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get outside. Finds a little space. Flying out to the left. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will give them the lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Going to the running game. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Coffee. Quick completion on the out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Cochran. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's got it. He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run.
Turning it on! And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Canes in a good spot here with second and short. The offense changing the play. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And some room to work. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll try the left side. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by a field goal over NC State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
To the air, it's Coffee. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Running behind that left side. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got a man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it into a defensive score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cochran. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Cochran. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Nichols. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Wants to throw. It's Coffee. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Now on 3rd down after that run. Wants to adjust the pattern. Toss to the outside. There he goes. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Canes will have it 1st and 10. The give to the left. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying the left side. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go to the ground. Creates a little room. Knocked out of bounds. After a good gain on that one, they'll spot it at the 43.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some 1st downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And it's no good. He missed it. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know, at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.